Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Coach Evans, alongside my two co-hosts on Chalk Talk Now, Chris Just Jokin and Mike Crawford from the Deep Cover Podcast. So, what up, fellas?
Not much, man. Happy to have my guy Mike with us. I misspoke yesterday on the roundup. I said we kicked Mike out, but I really meant to say we kicked Kerry out.
As you can see, Chris is in this mode of just throwing members out the group on a daily basis. So I'm happy to be back.
Exactly. Before we get into it, I want to say I appreciate the shout out on the pod today. I was listening and you guys kind of, gave me some flowers. So I appreciate you guys for doing that. And I want to throw some back because you guys don't do surface level ball talk. And so I'm so glad that I found you guys to kind of dig deeper into the trenches of some stuff and get some good conversation based off, what the film's showing us. So I appreciate you guys, appreciate all that you do with me and for me. And I appreciate you guys inviting me on y'all pod when y'all, do, because I know y'all are close knit three. So it ain't very many few that can get in there. So I appreciate you guys having me, when we do stuff and collab stuff and like that.
Hey, I think, Mike, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but Coach, you might have been our first guest on Deep Cover.
Really?
You might have been.
Yeah, that's probably right. That's probably true. You probably were the first. If not the first, you probably one who's been on the most.
Got it.
The most, but I think you might have been I think you might have been the first.
Cool. That's an honor. That's an honor. So the people that are seeing us right now, you're members. So your members will get to watch this live. And on the back end, I'm going to go and do what I need to do to make it available for everybody on YouTube, because there's certain stuff I got to do to the film so YouTube won't come in with a sledgehammer and hit me across my head. So with that being said, members, I appreciate you guys for being members. That's why I allowed you guys to see this live, and you'll be the first to see it. And then the rest of YouTube will see it once I go back and put my little sauce on it. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. We got about 22, 23 plays. I don't know what's overlap. I do know yours are up first, Mike. Because the way when I put it in there, yours are up first. And so we'll go ahead and start with and I can see the description. So do you want me to remind you what you wrote before we talk?
Oh no, I'm good. I think I got it.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna roll right here, and we'll let you crank it off, and then me and Chris will pick it back off that.
Okay. So we're gonna see right out the bat on this one. The theme of the clips that I picked are all about replacement pressure, right? We're sending a guy from off the ball, we're dropping a guy from on the ball, and we're forcing a high throw into a player we already have in coverage, right? Mm-hmm. So you talk about well designed and well executed. So they're all 4-man rushes, right? Mm-hmm. Here, I think you can see the fourth rusher. I think that's Buchanan.
Buchanan is the fourth rusher,
right? And then Oweh is the dropper opposite. I think that's Oweh.
That's Oweh right there.
Yeah,
that is Oweh.
He's replacing right the rusher who's coming in, and then you're forcing a hot throw. And in this case, you're thinking, hey, running back slow screen into a pressure, this actually might be good for us, even though you're forcing it into the flat where you've got a guy in Hamilton driving on the flat. But it's not just about having the player there and forcing the throw into the coverage where you want it to go. It's also about who that guy is, because there are blockers out there, right? Yep. And if he's not there to drive on that, they probably get to row. And that's probably a good play for the Browns. But because of who Kyle Hamilton is, he sees it, he triggers it, and he blows it up for, I think it's like a 3-yard loss, I think.
Yeah. Chris, you want to add to it?
Yeah, and then, kudos to Kyle Hamilton. This was actually one of the clips that I had too, because just how quick Kyle Hamilton reads this. He doesn't let it develop in front of him, because, sometimes we see some players who may not be as experienced. Before they click and trust their eyes, they want to see it develop first. Mm-hmm. They got to see it before it happens. And Kyle Hamilton, he's already creeping up because he can see what's developing and what's going down. And the fact that he's able to do that so fast is a testament to him and the brain that he has, because, the reason why he fell was, he's not a great athlete, but we've seen it time and time again with safeties and linebackers. It doesn't matter what the 40 time is. You know, that those positions are so mentally driven that your 4-6 or whatever you run plays like a 4-4.
True. Agreed. Now, that what I'll add to it is the back end coverage is 3 deep, 3 under. And so what that means for some people, you're gonna have 3 deep players, no matter what position they're in, and you can have 3 underneath players. And so if I'm not mistaken, in this case, he's gonna be a deep player, he's gonna be a deep player, he's gonna be a deep player. Now with Teddy going, Rowe's gonna come over, Oweh's gonna drop there, and that's gonna be your third underneath player. So you're still getting 3 deep, 3 under, but just from a different look.
Yep. Safe pressure, right? Because what they also will do, I didn't clip any of these in this game, and they don't seem to do it as much under McDonald and now Orr as they did under Wink, is they were a heavy fire zone team, right? Back in the day. So that was 5 rushers, right? The F in fire zone for 5, right? 5 rushers, which means you're only going to have 6 players in coverage. Well, you still have 7 players in coverage here, technically, with Oweh being the late dropper opposite, but you're still getting a pressure in terms of somebody getting in on a matchup, right? Maybe you're getting a linebacker on a back. And what we'll see in some of these other clips is even better. They actually got some free runners. Man rush. So that's the, safe pressure, a free runner to the quarterback, forcing a high throw into the coverage where you already have somebody there to make a play. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah. And I actually misspoke. It's 3 deep, 4 under. Marlon got away from me. Marlon is right here, and he got away from it. So Marlon is the flat defender. Oweh, Roquan are your hook curl defenders, and Kyle is technically a flat defender, but because he see the screen coming, that's how he's able to jump up and make that tackle. But a lot of other people wouldn't have got there. And if you see, let me go to that spot. If Kyle gets kicked out by this guy, they got to play.
Yep.
It's a lot of space out there. All right, let's go to the next one. All right. Mike, lead us off.
All right. So this one, I think this one might actually be like a cover 2, Tampa 2 on the back end. So that's kind of been the theme here too. You're either going to see cover 2, Tampa 2, or you're going to see that 3 deep, 4 under that you just showed on the first clip. So again, this time I think it's Rowe coming as the 4th rusher. He actually gets picked up by the back, but the left tackle goes to squeeze down to help the back because he sees that color, right, coming inside. And so that gives Oweh, I believe that is out there, a free run. Right. And so now you're in that Tampa 2 coverage. So what's cool about this too is the disguise, right? So you can run it even here. You'll see it's gonna present like you got 6 guys up there, 7 if you count Rowe, right? You see Kyle kind of show late. And so what does the line do? Do you have 4 coming off the left side, the offensive left side, or do you got 3 coming off the right side?
Do they check on this, Mike? Does the line check on this play? Like when they see all that movement? Because a lot of times they check.
Yeah, let it run again. They keep all 7 in.
77 is doing whatever their signal is.
Yeah. So they keep all 7 in. They keep the tight end and the back end, right? Which again, another win for the defense. So think about that. They keep 7 guys in the block and they still get a free runner. The tight end releases late. I'm sorry, 6. So it's the back tight end, kind of a check release. So it's 6. I misspoke. It's 6 because Fannin is releasing late.
Okay.
But you still get a free runner at the quarterback. And again, forcing him to throw hot into a place where you've got a defender, right? I think that's Marlon, and I think he's the vertical hook player. So like deep, Tampa 2, you got 2 deep half players. You've got a middle runner in Rowe. You can see him running up the hash, and you've got 2 vertical hook players on either side, and then flat players outside. So I think Marlon's a vertical hook player. You can see him right there at the top of the screen, kind of in between the hash and the numbers. And he sees, again, similar to what we saw with Kyle, right? Seeing the ball, driving on it. And again, this is really well designed and well executed because you're forcing the ball to come out quick. Guys have zone eyes on the quarterback, and they just got to trigger and go make a play.
But I like the one point I got about it is they got a better athlete running the middle of the field. Instead of Roquan running and trying to flip his hips and do all the different stuff, they got a Woozier doing it.
Okay, yeah, I misspoke. I said it was Rowe. That's a Woozy. You're right.
Yeah, I thought it was too. And when you said it, I kind of zoomed in a little bit with my eyes and saw it was a Woozy.
Yeah, Rowe's the rusher, right? He's the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, so the click and close by Marlowe is impressive, and that's just he's probably one of the smartest players on the defense as well. So when they see something, they trust their eyes and they go quickly. Now he might not catch everything, but the tackle, he will get that tackle. He will try to get that ball out. We know that's what he's known for. So yeah, like Mike said, anytime you can get these guys to just watch the quarterback and just all they have to do is just trigger down and trust their eyes, then you're cooking with gas.
All right, let's go to our third one. And so, Mike, I think I was wrong. All these ain't yours, because if you see huddle stuff, it's mine.
Okay.
So this one is mine, and I'm not really sure. Let me let it run through why I did it. Let's see. Roquan, that was playing downhill. And it's been better on this view. And so this is one of the clips I put. I think I put it on Twitter maybe, but what I like about it is the fact that, well, I don't know what Rose saw or what he found out in tape, but he was almost pointing out the direction of their runs anyway, and not just strong side, weak side. A guy comes in motion and he brings Teddy with him to the different gap, because initially Rose was in this gap here. Well, wrong thing, but you get where I'm going. And he brings Teddy with him, and then they play downhill is what I love. That double team right there. Look at Rose triggering already.
Yep.
Foot already in the ground, finna get downhill on the first step. In there.
Guard runs right past him.
Sure does. I don't know where he's going. right past a different color. To go double team a DB. But I also love the fact that Teddy scrapes over top. He's right there just in case some stuff goes awry.
And you kind of see Teddy like a little puppy. When Rowe tells him move over, he kind of looks at him. He's like, "Yeah." Okay. If you run it back,
Let's see. Hold on, let me go a little bit further. Also, I like Starks having a cutback on this too.
Mm-hmm. Being where you're supposed to be. Yeah.
Really? I see it, Chris. Like, really?
I'm trying to figure out what Cleveland is doing here, because that combo is supposed to go back to Teddy, right? Their combo went to the backside linebacker, and then Kyle is blocked by a tight end. Marlowe is blocked by a receiver. So who's blocking the front side backer? Is it the puller?
I got to be the
he
puller.
runs right by him.
It got to be the puller. Because in all the football I know, it's supposed to be a double to the backside back. So these two should double to there.
Right.
This guy's pulling. He should wrap to there. Yeah. So
because he's the rapper, because the kick out is essentially the tight end on the line of scrimmage. That's the kick out. And so the rapper is supposed to wrap up for the backer in the hole. He just goes right past him.
Hey, bad football IQ. But we'll take it.
Every day. All day.
We'll take it. All right. This is another one with me. And this is, I kind of circled this one. So this is Rosengarten. I know what this is. We be complaining about Rosengarten in the run game. And the first two games, he was really kind of getting his, I ain't gonna say getting his butt whooped, but he didn't have that second year jumps as we've expected so far. But on this play, he got out in space, and we know Rosengarten had the fastest 40 when he came out, and he's a superb athlete. And a lot of times when big guys get in space, they don't deliver blows on skilled people because skilled people get out the way. Not in this case. He found a target and he go destroy it. And I feel like he could have destroyed it more, but 0 is the target. Boom.
Boom. That's all you need to do.
And a lot of times them little guys, they kind of avoid and dive out the way, and the big guys just run through them. Rosengarten's too much of an athlete. He's going to go seek and destroy in situations like this. And this is putting the player in a position to be successful, in my opinion.
Yeah. Take advantage of his strengths. And like you said, you can see he wanted to do a little bit more. He's like, hey. Get up off that ground.
And this was actually one of the plays I put up too. And you could see Linderbaum. Well, if you go back, you see Ronnie pointing to where Linderbaum was supposed to block. And you could kind of see them. They're like, oh, damn. And I think they had one. If
at the end of the play or before?
No.
Like
at the end of the play. Yeah,
I think it's like a mid play.
Go back to the other angle.
Okay.
And you see Ronnie.
Oh yeah. Point right there.
You can see it from the end zone. It's like mid play. He's like, hey, we supposed to be going to him.
And then you see Linderbaum kind of like, oh damn.
Yeah, I saw it. Right.
They had one. They had it blocked up, and those dudes got out there quick.
They did. Well, another thing is, this is them kind of using their brain a little bit. They didn't put Falele in this. They let Falele pull whatever.
Yep. This is the one I was talking to you about yesterday, where they just left Falele in and everybody else ran out.
See, watch Ronnie. He's gonna be like, hey, right there.
There it is, right there. Yep.
And look, look at that. They got it blocked up. If he just stays on his man, they got it blocked up.
Now, what we used to call screens were the offensive line had rules, and on screens we called it whatever the screen was. We called it FAT, F-A-T, and what that means is the first guy got the flats, second guy got the alley player, third guy got the trash. And in this case, it looks like Linderbaum should have had the trash, but and most of the time when you have the trash, you get out, like in this case, to the right. And as soon as you kind of get out there, you just turn all the way back to make sure a rat ain't trying to get the screen from behind. And if he does that, that's the guy that Ronnie's pointing at. So see, the rat is 49, Schlesinger or whatever. He would be considered the rat. And because he ain't blocked, he got first dibs on Zay Flowers. All right, let's go to the next one. Yeah, so this mine too. We'll huddle on it. Teddy playing downhill now.
Yeah. I saw this one too, and I was like, hey, he ended up getting pancake, but he gets there and he forces that back to stop his feet. Right, he meets this guy in the hole as opposed to on the other side of the line of scrimmage where the back can make a cut. There's nowhere to go.
Exactly. And what I also think is when you play downhill like this, it kind of puts the running back in a position where he got to bounce before he wants to. And if you got other pursuit guys, and we normally do because we run to the ball fairly good, they get there. And then you get road scraping over the top. So again, the backside backer don't get blocked. And anytime you run plays like this with a puller, the backside backer is the most dangerous guy. And I didn't see this when I recorded it, but look at Roe Point. 0 point. And I'm sure he's just reading the guard because the guard's starting to pull, but still, that's helping your young guy out.
Boom, get downhill, fit that thing.
That's good defense. I know Denoir would have been happy to see that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to talk about it. We're supposed to be recording tomorrow, so I'm sure he's going to have some things to say because, them linebackers, that's a position near and dear to his heart.
Yeah, I guess I liked it so much I bagged it up when I was recording it. But yeah, I just like to see him playing downhill and not to throw somebody on the bus. I don't see that other dude doing that. We know I think we know who the other dude is, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Still a little too much. Still a little too much hesitation at times. Watch his feet.
Trent or
you see
Trent or Teddy. Trent.
You see a little bit of stuttering with his feet. Just watch his feet, and you can tell when he really sees something and trusts it, and then when he kind of hesitates and is like, I'm not really sure what's going on here.
All right, and this one I gave special teams some love, and put it on my mind was a video you sent, and so what I did was when I was recording this earlier, I watched the first punt, and I wanted to see what Hummel did to this guy that's kind of blocking him, and he kind of tried to avoid him. So something in Hummel must have said, this dude's soft. Because he don't try to avoid him this time. He just run right through his face like in the video you sent. And gets it. When you see it from the end zone view, the people that hadn't seen it, he runs straight through his face.
Straight through it.
Like he stepped up and no going around going through you. Bam.
Because you know what they say, Coach? A lot of people ain't going to want that.
Right. Right.
People ain't going to want that when you just run through their face.
And so that might be what John saw that we as regular people didn't, because I ain't know Hummel had that in it. I didn't. I thought he was kind of weak myself, but seeing that, I respect that. I can see like adding Kobe's meme. Soft.
Yeah, as the PP on and punt, the personal protector, I think it's 33. I think that's that can't happen. That can't happen. You can't let somebody. I mean, you want to try to front that dude up, but if you got to cut him at that point, you got to do whatever you got to do. You can't let him run through your face like that.
Yeah, that was soft. He from here.
Hickman.
Oh, really?
Played at Florida State University School.
Damn.
Yeah, he was ball over there. You know, you don't need but one or two of us over in schools like that to be a baller.
They was watching that in the special teams meeting. I know that did not go over well.
Oh, most definitely. So the way they didn't look like this, but anyway.
Oh yeah, this is the one we talked about, Chris. Remember, I said they set this up.
Mm-hmm.
So they run that play, that same little insert motion with Tylen, and then they come back to it and get a touchdown.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So me and Chris, I showed this. Remember I sent y'all the little whiteboard thing, Mike?
Yeah. This was it.
Yep.
This was your play.
And I didn't know that they did it back to back until today when I was cutting this up. And I don't know if y'all saw my tweet where I said, Todd Monken, you sneaky little devil.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I was referring to. And everybody would know it by the time we put this out, because Wired is going on right now, and it's a part of Wired.
Yeah, okay.
The actual setup and whatnot, them talking on the sideline. But this, when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, Todd Monken, you're amazing. Because this is built for Tylen to come in and crack folks.
Mm-hmm.
That's built. That's what he does. That's like I struggle to figure out his role this year, but he can do this type of stuff. And I think he's carved out a niche where people trust him, and he's going to play a lot more than I thought he was.
Yeah. And that's on tape. He's been on tape doing that before this game. You can go back to 23, 22. They've used him in that role. So yeah, we talked about this when we recorded Deep Cover the other night, and I said, see, this man Monken, see, he gets it, right? He gets it. Sometimes he gets away from stuff, and you're like, come on, Todd, what's going on? But this little 2-play series right here,
yeah,
he was dialed in.
Exactly. And I loved it. I was so excited when I saw this. So people that don't know, this is the very next play. Same motion. They're going to send Mark to the other side. Then they're going to send Tylen Wallace. He's going to go in like he's doing the same thing. Mark's already gone. Now they're bringing Tylen. So right now, it looks like the very same play from the play before. Slip in, get upfield. That little burst. Right now, it's too late. It's too late.
He's leaving.
Salute Monken. Salute Monken. Everybody be on Monken's. You know what?
That's chess right there.
Exactly.
Salute you, coach, because you drew this up last week.
Yep.
Yeah. Monken know who to mess with. Tell him, let me get one a week.
Just let me get one.
Let me get one a week. Most of the time it's gonna be fade to D-Hop, but let me get one a week.
D-Hop gonna make you look like a great play caller. I can tell you that.
Hey, that's who make everybody like a great play caller, the players.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
The players.
And good job by Tylen putting the ball away too. Not just chilling in the end zone.
And framing that thing right. Because you know how diva wide receivers is. They want to frame it and look cute. He caught that thing and tucked it. Now you ain't knocking this hoe out. You ain't finna Mark Andrews me.
Yeah, someone else didn't do it quite as well.
He did not.
But you're teaching your son well, Chris. I like it.
Hey man, I do what I can.
He got
the fundamentals. The fundamentals.
Right. He got the stick to itness of a great family man.
That's right.
But I was so happy when I saw this, and again, I didn't notice it. I ain't finished our episode yet because the Jits wouldn't leave me alone. But I'll get to it, and I'm glad y'all noticed it as well as me as well. Mm-hmm. And this might be my last one, maybe, I don't know. See what we got here. Why I got this on here? Pocket presence. That's why I got this on here. Pocket presence.
That's when the dude is on his legs, right?
Yeah.
So Derrick Henry chipped the guy, but he didn't like completely get him down. So his first read, in my opinion, is the fullback. And I keep forgetting that dude hyphenated name, but Zaire. he ain't there. Then he looks at Charlie. Charlie's getting beat up by Delpit. And Zay is right here. So this is really, if I'm not mistaken, this is our what's the play we talked about a couple weeks ago, Mike? Snag. This is our little snag. But scramble drill. Zay realized Lamar's in a little trouble, so he's just gonna work the open space. Mm-hmm. And look at and we'll see it better from the back view. But that dude is basically hugging both of Lamar's legs. And he still makes an accurate throw. Mm-hmm. Pocket presence, like this is part of the maturity, the growth we talk about.
And double pumps too.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure.
See, initially your flat guy is the guy because you see he calling for the ball now, number 84, but he covered. Then you try to come to Kolar getting beat to death, and Zay on the little adjustment.
Yeah, guy's on his leg.
Yes,
on it, grabbing one of them, about to grab the other one, and Lamar's eyes never leave downfield.
To be that poise in the end zone too, because quarterbacks get shaky back there. Just ask Dan Orlovsky.
See, look at him. He never drops his eyes.
Never. Head up, eyes downfield the entire time. And so, it was snack because you see Kolar finally getting in the corner route 2 hours later.
Yes.
That poise, man. Poise. Mm-hmm. I got Falele circled. It must not be good. Oh, y'all big up Falele on this.
There we go.
I want to big up Falele. My bad.
Here we go.
My bad. The slander. I'm sorry. The slander. But
here we go.
In 94's defense, he ain't even looking, and the play done started.
Hey, if they bad, then treat them like they bad.
Right. Should have been paying attention.
If you ain't looking, we cooking.
That's it.
And look, he don't hug his girlfriend on this play. He get his hands inside, put that man on a knee. So that's a great double team with him and Rosengartner. And for the first time in 8 zillion years, he works up the second level. Now what he doing now? I don't know.
We don't know. He doesn't like to stay on those blocks for very long.
But it's a caveat to this, Mike. I feel like he got low football IQ.
Yeah.
While the physical part looks good, anytime you're running and everybody's going to the left, why are you blocking the back guy when 49 is sitting right there? 49 it belongs to Mark, and 9 belongs to Mark, and you see Mark going to him.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you this shows me low football IQ.
Yeah.
While the physical part looks good right there, he should be coming off going straight to 49 and then allowing Justice Hill or whoever this is to have a one-on-one with this guy.
Yep.
So I don't know what they're seeing to continue to allow this dude to stay there.
I don't know that you got too many better options.
True that.
on the team.
Yeah.
Now, if you can go out and find somebody, because I know people like to talk about Ben Cleveland. I'm just telling y'all, just watch Ben Cleveland, and you're gonna see similar types of things happen. So I don't know that if it was like a clear upgrade, then I'm like, yeah, for sure, do it, make the move. But I don't know if it is not on the team. Now, gotcha. unless you want to get funky. And you want to get what's his name in there? Corey
Vincent. Oh shoot! Oh Bullock. I take Bullock too.
Unless you want to get Corey up in there.
Yeah, I take Bullock too.
Hey man,
he's a little smaller, so I don't know how that fits.
I know what a Falele is, but Corey Bullock could be anything.
Hey, and with that, this is what Corey Bullock is. That's what the backup guards are. No unknowns. She in the house. She having a great time on the phone. All right, let's go to the next one. Let me see. Did I skip one? Yeah, we on this one. I must have did more than 7. I must have cheated.
No, I did.
I think me and Chris both cheated.
I
was like, we got to double up on some of these
because we never know when we gonna have the same one. I think this is my last one. I realized how many I had. So we'll do 10 from here on out, and that way they'll avoid the double up. Because we don't, for those that watching the first time, I don't look at their clips when they send them to me. I just load them. So we don't. This is a lot of the stuff is this the cusp. This is all raw. Ain't none of this rehearsed.
Throwing that dig.
Yep. First play coming out of halftime, we finally got play action, and the reason I put this on here because the very first play of the game, whatever it was we ran, Devin Bush didn't even read it. He just ran straight downhill. And that's why he was in the backfield so fast. So first play coming out of the half, play action. Look at number 49. Look how far he is in the line before he even realizes, oh, snap, this is a pass. They take Mark on a deep over. He comes off of it. Bam. Who said this dude can't go through progressions?
Oh, my goodness.
Who say he can't go through progressions?
And you can see the corner at the top. He was mad because he was picking Mark up. He's trying to tell the safety, hey, stay there.
Yep, sure did.
And then you can make a play on that dig.
Point. I got him.
Yeah, but he drifts a little too much, and that's all it takes. Lamar puts that ball right up on Zay's face mask.
Everything about his game has gotten better and better. I don't know if Chris or Sutton was somebody. I think it might have been Chris yesterday. Just everything he does, he's just getting better. Everything.
Yeah, that's why when
Mark's covered, eyes off, next dude, zip.
And that's why I take him at his word, because I think you see it on tape when they ask him that question, which they ask every offseason. What did you work on this offseason? What are you working on? And he says everything. I think he legit means everything. I think he works on every little detail because, like you just said, Coach, they get better each year, and you can see it on tape. It's not just talking. You can see examples of it.
Oh, I know this for sure my last one. This is my last time saying this is my last one. I know for sure this is my last one. I just was in awe.
Yeah, this throw is crazy.
I ain't much I got to say, but I just was in awe at the running round, the ability to get out of it, then to throw it deep. I ain't much technical I can do. It's just Lamar being Lamar, man. Everybody can't do this, and we blessed to have this dude on our team. God, dog, well, whoo, Miles.
They said you can't do anything. Like
it's Miles, man. That's Miles.
Jesus. At least Ryan stayed in front of him.
He just built different. That's so crazy.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy, bro.
This dude right here. That's okay. I know that for sure is my last one. Yeah, definitely. Okay. All right, it's back on you, Mike. I can read the box because you put descriptions in yours. You got fans on me and Chris.
Oh, okay. Well, that's how I help remind myself what it is.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So another Tampa 2 creeper. This time I think it was Malachi as the fourth rusher at the top, coming off off the
right
left.
there.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Malachi, and then I think Vannoy drops opposite. So again, you're gonna end up, and we'll see it better from the end zone. You're gonna end up getting another free runner essentially, and this becomes Joe just putting because left tackle he doesn't know what to do. So they used to tell us back in the day, don't get stuck between a poop and a fart. And man, right now they say make a choice and commit. And so man, he didn't know what he was doing. And Joe just has to dirt that. Basically, he just has to get it out. And again, because it's Tampa, you got a flat player out there. So again, another high throw into a part of the field where you've got a coverage player. And so Nate was going to make that play anyway, but I don't even think that ball got to that guy. I think Joe just had to get it.
Chris, you got something on this one?
So this is another one where it always, getting that free rush. And, we spoke about this yesterday with on Deep Cover, just wanting him to have more of an impact, and in this instance, I would like to see more of that athleticism. Now, if he doesn't have that 20 pounds, is he able to get there a little quicker?
Good point.
We were talking about that yesterday. Just that 20 pounds, did it do more harm than it did good? Because like Mike was saying yesterday, he said, he came into the league as an athlete. So when you add in weight to that, you're kind of taking away what you do best.
Ask Lamar.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And we've been down this road with Oweh before, because remember he gained weight like his second or third year, something like that. And it didn't work out. He was kind of robotic in it was his second year.
Yes.
His second year, he was robotic. He had a down year. And then he came back. He was like, I put on too much weight. And now we're on this weight gain thing again. So it's just weird. And Mike, you brought it up yesterday again too, where you said, he was kind of getting that heat from Tavius, where Tavius was getting.
I think that's what that weight gain was all about. It was about Tavius out snapping him at the end of the season. It's like, look, if you want to see more time on the field, you need to play like 95. And so he was like, all right, so let me get my weight up. But that's not his game. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's not his game. So play your game. And usually good things will happen. But another good job, right? Just scheming up a free runner. Now I'm sure, this is a backup tackle in. Typically, he's probably going to squeeze down, right? You're going to MD him. You take the most dangerous man. That's the inside guy, and you're going to let the quarterback throw hot off the wide rusher. But having a backup in, he's not really sure. What am I supposed to do? And Joe just has to get the ball out.
Well, and the one quick point I have about it is having these looks with guys, the edge guys dropping out, defensive tackles dropping out. All they're trying to do is create confusion. Because once you get to the root of this play, you got 4 guys blocking 2.
That's it.
You got 4 of their linemen blocking 2. Oweh free and a tackle blocking a DB.
Mm-hmm.
It's about confusion.
That's a win on defense. You'll take them numbers every time.
Every time.
And it brings up something going for the next few weeks too, because with a guy like Kyle Vannoy, who for my money, he might be the smartest guy on the defense. With the ability to rush, the ability to drop in coverage, just his understanding of leverage and angles. With him not being around, you wonder how flexible Orr is going to be with these play calls, because you could trust a guy like Kyle Vannoy to drop in coverage. You could trust him to do his job in situations like this. Now you're going to have to be asking, a Mike Green to do this type of stuff, or Oweh to do this type of stuff. And how much trust does he have in those guys to execute the way that Kyle Vannoy does? That's going to be interesting to see going forward.
True that.
And they did something. I might.
Was it his hamstring?
Yeah, I think it's hamstring. They did some of that, and I think it might even be a clip on here with Green dropping. I know this is another one with Oweh dropping. This is another 3D 4 under, and I think this is Rowe just destroying their rookie running back.
Oh yeah, another run through your face.
Is it Samson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joe just got to get the ball out. So this one wasn't so much about scheme or design or disguise or this. I'm just gonna run through you.
And that's what you're supposed to do to it. Yeah, that's supposed to do to a rookie.
Poor rookie.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw it, and I'm probably gonna be a little petty. There was a tweet today about Keaton Mitchell not playing, and so I posted up on the tweet 2 words: pass pro. So the dude that replied to it, I guess he got in his fields and said some BS and was threw a chart out there, and he said it should have been he said something about Keaton run blocking, and I came back and said that's why I stopped talking, because when people talk about running backs run blocking, it ain't where I need to be. But anyway, this is, in my opinion, why Rasheen Ali was playing over Keaton, because simply this right here, like as much as we love Keaton running the ball, other linebackers would do this to Keaton if we want to be 100%. Other linebackers do that to Keaton, and you got to protect the Ferrari, as 18 Beer Mike used to say. And if he can't protect the Ferrari, that's why Ali got the little advantage on him right now. It may be changing now because he's potentially hurt, but in my opinion, this is why Keaton Mitchell wasn't playing. To me, that's my 2 cents. What y'all think that, or what y'all think about it?
Man, I'm still trying to. My bad. I'm still trying to get over Keaton run blocking. I just funny to see him in front of Derrick Henry run blocking.
Yeah, he said it was an obvious mistake. And he didn't say it to me. He said it to some people that didn't know I knew, and so they told me. But honest mistake, but still, just come out and say, "Hey, man, I messed up," and that would have been water on the bridge. But for you to go run and try to get reinforcements, that's some whole shit.
Yeah. If you want to get on the field as a running back and you're not like a legit dude, like you're not the man, right? You got to be able to pass protect. It's the only way you're gonna stay on the field. They can't put you out there in the backfield with the quarterback if they can't trust you.
Yep.
So I mean, I want to see Keaton get this opportunity, and let's see, right? We know what it's been in the past. We saw a little bit in preseason, but let's see where we at right now. Because I will say, the thing, Justin Hill was on that trajectory when he first came into the league. That wasn't necessarily his strong suit.
Exactly.
And he got better at it over time, right? And he did all of the stuff that you got to do to kind of work your way back into an offensive role, right? I'm sure he wasn't thrilled about playing on special teams, but when they put that man out there in the gunner, he was one of the best gunners on the team. So I think he just accepted, like, look, my way to an offensive role, which is, when you're a skill position player, that's what you want, is I just got to go ball out in whatever they ask me to do, whatever it is. And if I do that and I still don't get a fair shake, okay, then it's time for me to bounce, right? Because this just ain't the spot for me. But, Justice did, and you see the role that Justice has carved out for himself. So, maybe Keaton can do a similar thing.
Right. And I still got the utmost faith in him. I just was saying, because that's why I didn't think he was on the field. I want to see him? Yes. I think he is maybe the second or third most explosive player on the team, not including Lamar. But you got to have more than just one thing in your game. You got to be, especially with Harbaugh, you got to be the total player for the most part.
That's how it is. Well, we know that.
Unless
I think this
right
one, this is another replacement pressure. And we've seen safeties, we've seen linebackers. Now he's going to bring the corner. He's just like, you know what? Let's just bring Awuzie and let's just keep this thing going. So we go get another free runner. We go force Joe to throw hot again. I think this is the one that Judy drops.
He did what?
DROP. Now he was going to be short of the sticks anyway, but he didn't do his quarterback no favors with that. But yeah, so same thing, right? Still going to be a 4-man rush. We're going to drop somebody out opposite. I think it might be Oweh again. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then
drop Oweh, Rowe, and Trent Simpson.
And then to your point, add in the running back. Now we got 5 people blocking 2, even though the running back tries to come back late and like, ooh, I'm supposed to get that wide rusher. So just another example of it.
And I didn't notice it earlier, but like you said, they safe pressures because it maybe look like you bring in more than 5, but this is technically not a blitz because it's only 4 people.
It's 4 people. That's why I picked these plays, all 7 of them. It's just 4 people.
Chris, you got something for this one?
No, I got nothing for this one. I just want to watch the film, like Judy said. He said we got to watch. He said we got to watch the film. So,
he did.
I'm watching it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my man. He said, "Did you watch film?" My man said, "Nah, I haven't watched it. Go watch it and get back to it."
Another free runner.
Yeah, another free runner. I think this is another 3 deep, 4 under. Again, you're gonna see the left tackle and left guard squeeze, and I think Green ends up being the free runner this time because Teddy's gonna come. Right, left tackle.
But Zach had these cats befuddled.
And that's what you're supposed to do. When you got replacement level tackles, I mean, you gotta play these games with them and have them guessing, not knowing who's coming.
And you don't sacrifice coverage doing this.
Mm-mm.
And another thing is, rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how much better they're gonna get at it. This is rookie. Rookie. They're gonna get that much better at it.
Yeah, and this is what that system does to poor O-lines.
Mm-hmm.
It just confuses the hell out of them. You got free runners all over the place. The ball's coming out quick if you got a quarterback who can't move, and is usually coming out to a coverage player.
This is your last one, Mike. I see the difference now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this one, there's no creeper, no replacement pressure. This was just TJ Tampa making a play. This is the only reason I put this on here. This is the end of the game.
It's a nice play.
And I like this because he's out leveraged, right? Just by the role that he's playing, right? He's the third player, and the receiver, coming into his area is running in, breaking routes. So he's out leveraged. So he's got to work to an undercut, right, from outside. And the only thing that really can make that play a little bit easier for him if the quarterback throws the ball a little bit behind, right? So that gives him a chance to get back in. And it might be a touch behind, but it's not like egregiously behind. And he just drives and make a great play.
He closed on that thing, boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So just highlighting a young guy who, hasn't had a lot of opportunity to play. He's been, dealing with injuries, the early part of his career. Played a fair amount in this game, with Jair being inactive. And even earlier in the game, not just here in the fourth quarter when the game was out of hand, he was playing in some of the dime packages earlier in the game. So just wanted to throw that on there and kind of shout TJ out. That's a nice play right there.
That's a big confidence builder for a young player. who basically had a red shirt year.
Yeah,
All right, Chris, you on lead right here.
Oh, yeah, this is just Teddy. Teddy did this a few times in this game where he's just getting in passing lanes. And, you know, a lot of the times, well, for the Ravens and some of these young linebackers that they've drafted, whether it's PQ, Trent Simpson, you know, we've seen them kind of struggle in space and try to fill in lanes. And for Teddy to be, you know, have the wherewithal to kind of feel that and read Joe's eyes and to get in that passing lane, even though Cedric Tillman slips, but Teddy doesn't know that. Teddy's just reading Joe's eyes. And he's like, okay, I know where he wants to go with this. Let me get in this passing lane. And yeah, Joe might have pulled it down because he saw Tillman slip, but the fact that Teddy's there, you know, and it's not just one time because he did this about 2 or 3 times this game where he got in the passing lane. So that's encouraging to see from a young dude who's, you know, seemingly snatched the starting job from Trent.
I mean, he's right there too.
Yeah.
Even if dude don't fall, he's right there to tip it, knock it down, or do something.
And I think one of those other plays you're talking about, Chris, I think they got a sack on it. He dropped under a slant.
Was that down by in the red zone? Was it in the red zone?
I don't think so.
This might be BK sack.
Yeah, it might. It might have been. Maybe it wasn't a sack on the play. Maybe Joe had to just pull the ball down and throw it away. But I know he had to come off of that route because he was looking to his left, and I think it was Tillman. And you know, Cheeto was over there, so he's over the top. But Teddy just dropped right under it, and so Joe had to come off, try to get to the other side, and he just didn't have time to do it. So, yeah, Teddy just seems to have a better feel coming in for coverage than some of the other young linebackers, like you just said, and that, you know, that's a big advantage because that's who offenses are trying to attack, trying to attack linebackers in the middle of the field in coverage. So, you know, if you are a little more developed with that part of your game coming in, and obviously he's still got room for improvement. He's a rookie. He's going to make mistakes, and you know there definitely is room to grow. But that's a feather in his cap for sure.
Yep. Right. And it's so much about feel too. And how do you teach that? You know, is some guys that they just have it, like it's just ingrained in them where they can feel and sense where the route is developing behind them, and some guys just don't have that.
Trying to see what coverage this is. Is it 3D 3 under or 4 under? 3D. Because everybody's working to somebody.
Yeah, it's almost like a whole
player. So maybe cover 1, and he's just a whole player.
He's just whole. Yeah, because if the back had came out to his side, you know, what I mean, they probably, yeah. If he comes my way, I take him. If he goes your way, you take him. Yeah,
this is just cover 1, and he's the whole player. You see everybody else locked up. Rowe took the back because he went the other way. You see Oweh as a deep post player. Yeah, that's just good old cover 1.
Yeah, my line.
And I saw a sheet where we lead the league. Well, not lead the league, but most of our coverages are cover 1 and cover 3.
I can see that.
All right, Chris.
I think this might be the Zay play.
Play action. Yep.
Yeah, and you know we spoke about Lamar when you ran the clip earlier, but this takes balls to go in the middle of the field like this and extend and catch that ball out in the middle of the field, and then to have again the feel and instincts. Like you can't teach this. What he just did, you can't teach that. Like that's feel.
Oh, there's a little dip move.
Yeah, you like that's you born with that.
Yep.
That's somebody who played murder ball.
Yeah, exactly.
He already know what's coming.
he got down quick, boy.
Let me get down because I already know what's coming.
And then keep in mind he 5'4", 160.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Zay, man. That's a big boy play right there.
Oh, shout out to Zay for liking my tweet too and retweeting it. Shout out to Zay for liking my tweet and retweeting. I wasn't sure that was him that did it, but a couple people reached out to me, and when I went through the timeline, it do look like it was Zay that liked my tweet about Tylen Wallace actually.
Yeah.
It was about Tylen Wallace chipping Myles Garrett and then go and catch that first down. He put the dog emoji in there. I think you circled Lamar on this one, Chris. I took my eyes off for a second. Oh, this is the D-Hop play.
It is the D-Hop one.
I mean, I could watch this all day.
Yeah, it's just greatness.
Watch this all day. I'm glad he played for us.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine us having to play against, like, being fans of another team and have to go against Lamar?
I'd be so jealous. I used to be jealous of one of my best friends. He's a Packers fan, and he had Brett Favre for so long. He had Aaron Rodgers for so long, and I'm over here watching, freaking Kyle Bowler. I'm over here watching Anthony Weaver, and I'm just like, damn, what's it like to have an elite? And to have one, it's just like, damn, this is what it's like. This is what living good is like.
Right. Now, just hopefully we can get 3 in a row like they did.
Right, exactly. Yeah, this is the screenplay again.
Oh, that's screen. Okay. It's the punt block.
Punt block.
Mm-hmm.
Run through is bam.
Boom.
Some people ain't gonna want that.
Bam. So I'm gonna see if we can remember when Cleveland plays this week. Let's see if he's still in the same spot.
I don't think he stayed in the same spot throughout this game. I think they changed. I think they switched him.
Talking about Hickman?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he was a PP on the next spot.
He wouldn't have been mine either.
You gotta go, buddy.
You gotta get your butt up out of here with that soft.
Oh, there's a Tylen one. You know I was gonna put a Tylen one in here.
Oh, most definitely.
Of course.
You already know this.
It's crazy that I sent y'all that picture 2 weeks ago. That was wild. That was wild.
He need to get you in that booth, man. Get you in there.
I ain't see who you circle on this one.
This might be the Zay play. Yeah,
the comeback.
Yeah, the comeback.
Work back to the ball. Love it. Oh, if I'm not mistaken, somebody hanging on Lamar on this one too. Yep.
And remember, Mike, when we used to talk about like in the John Brown days where we were like, oh, John Brown should be a good fit for Lamar, and it just never clicked. And we used to talk about like how the Ravens need to get somebody who could just click with Lamar, like who just has that kind of synergy where Lamar's going one way and that player can just be, in sync with Lamar. And I mean, look, we fast forward, 4 years later, and
took a while.
Yeah, he got that guy who's he just seems to know like what Lamar's thinking. It's kind of like a Stockton Malone thing where they don't have to speak, they don't have to look, they just know where each other's going to be at all times, pretty much.
So I'm gonna add a little comment to this right here. At this point right here, I'm watching 95, and in my mind, I'm thinking Lamar's looking for 95 as well. So look what he does to Linderbaum. Justice Hill kind of 4 blocks him. Watch this little basketball not crow hop, Euro step. Wop wop, gone.
Yeah, that's
wop wop, right back.
That's crazy. And that's like, what is he? 275, 280?
Right.
That's crazy.
Damn,
that's crazy. Now, and we used to talk about that. I do remember that because we made the basketball analogy because we were like, Lamar it's like you show up to a court, right? You just playing a pickup game, and certain guys just click. They never played with each other before, but just in a game, they just click. And he kind of had that with Andrews, right, earlier in the year, because I think obviously Andrews ain't what he used to be, but I think he sees the game in a similar way where he had, like they talked about, he used to have a green light, right? He could just do whatever he wanted. Chuck Clark talked about it. They asked Chuck Clark one time because I remember I clipped it, and he was like, "What makes Mark Andrews so good?" He said he can do whatever he wants. And they started laughing. He's like, no, he literally gets to do whatever he wants. He don't have to run the route that's called. He can do whatever. So I think, Lamar, again, it's not that he can't function within structure and execute an offense within structure, because he absolutely can do that. We see it all the time. But he's so good outside of structure. He's so good creating. He needs other players around him who have that same type of, they see the game that same way. And Andrew saw it. I think Zay definitely sees it. D-Hop sees it, You know, I think it took a while with Bateman. I think Bateman started to get there last year a little bit.
I think he needs structure. I think that's what
he's more of a structure guy.
I think Bateman needs structure.
Yeah, he's more of an on-time guy, right? On rhythm and on time. But he started to show some flashes a little bit last year where he can maybe it's never going to be to the level of Zay or Andrews or D-Hop. But just he's a on rhythm, on time type of guy. You're right about
that. But I feel like you need that combination.
Yeah.
You need both.
You need that combination.
You need both.
All right, Chris. This the D-Hop one still? No, it's not D-Hop. Oh, this is Zay again. I'm sorry, my bad. Wrong button. All right. I think doesn't matter. BK.
Yeah, this is the strip sack of Tavius.
They must have thought they could bull Teller because a couple people bulled Teller. The right guard. They must have there's something they saw on film where they were just like, look, you ain't got to try to necessarily work a move on him. Just get in his chest and just drive him back because he got drove back a couple times in this game.
Teller is 77, right?
Yeah. I didn't really think that was his thing. I thought he was kind of like, power type player, road grader type player, but he got moved back a couple times in this game.
I like this because, in my opinion, the initial move is not a bull. It's that slap.
No, he tried to swipe, yeah.
And then he just went into bull.
Then he's just like, hey, you get chest, take chest.
And check 55. Check out 55.
For
like let the play run and then check out watch 55.
The center. Yeah, he's a center. Oh no.
He flopped, didn't
it? Watch him get hit. I'm good. Oh,
boy, you know what that was? And you seen a boxing match when dude get hit in the gut and they don't realize they about to be out. It's like a delayed reaction.
A shot.
Right. This is my comic relief. So when people score, the referee's supposed to be down there to throw the hands up like the side judge. Ma'am, come on, ma'am. You gotta speed it up.
Oh,
you gotta speed it up, ma'am.
Yeah,
they pulling away. So then she looked to see these other people down here so they can signal touchdown. Man, you gotta speed it up.
Now, see, when they go back to grade their little official film, that's a loaf.
Yep.
You're getting a minus on that play. That's a loaf.
And this will close us out right here.
Oh, okay. D-Hop again. Just for good measure.
Yeah, since they took my other TD away.
Even when he covered, he opened. Even when he covered, he opened.
And we talked about this too last night, Chris. He just goes and gets the ball. You need, I mean, I'm not saying anybody else can do that because they can't. There's a reason why he is who he is. But he just goes and gets the ball. it's like there's nothing technical.
Ain't the greatest throw.
No, he just goes and gets it.
And not being nitpicky with Lamar, but this would have been a good ball somewhere in this area back here.
Yeah.
But the fact that he knows who that is, I just got to get enough air on it so he can find it and track it.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah. And that's a great point too about his ball tracking. I don't think everybody know about his hands, but I don't think he get enough credit for that ball tracking because he's, like you said, he's got to find that one. The other one, right, that was a little bit inside too. He's got to find that ball. He tracks that ball maybe better than a lot of people give him credit for, because to me, that's another thing that allows you to make a lot of contested catches. You just see the ball before the DB sees it, and so you're able to get in position.
All right, there it is.
We've been talking about the need for speed, right, Mike?
I appreciate the 5, B. Now I don't know if anybody gifted anything because I got 2 screens going and I got like the chat. Y'all in a little bitty screen that my old eyes can barely see. But I do see B just donated 5. And so chat, that's why I wasn't really talking to y'all because I was locked in working these 2 different screens and making sure I had everything going. But the only members are in here. The rest of YouTube will get this soon. But again, I got to put my filter on it so YouTube don't hammer me across the head. Closing thoughts, fellas?
Hey, big one coming up Monday night, right, against the Lions. So I'm looking forward to it, and let's see this defense, man, keep this thing going. Right, they got back on track in this game. I know it's the Browns. That offense ain't the Lions' offense, but let's see them stay on track.
Yeah, man, I want to see them try to get to this interior offensive line. It's a reworked offensive interior, and right now that's the weak spot for the Lions. So I want to see them, Matabike, especially Tavius Jones, take advantage of that and cause havoc, because we know once you get some pressure on Jared Goff, it could be a topsy-turvy type of experience with him.
Happy feet. Now, my little parting shot is now their defense is not as good as Cleveland's, but their offense is better. So it'll be interesting to see how we go about our business, because we are who we are. And you got 23 yards out of Derrick Henry. I don't think that crap's going to happen again.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So with that being said, man, that's week 2's episode of Chalk Talk. Members who were here live, I appreciate you guys. Everybody else that's seeing the replay, once I doctor it up, I thank you for watching. So if you have not, hit that like button, subscribe if you've not done so, and hit that bell so you can be notified when the rest of this season when Chalk Talk comes out. And with that note, make sure you check us out Tuesday with the roundup, and then come back here next Wednesday for more Chalk Talk. Peace and love, y'all, and I appreciate you fellas for doing this again, man. I love it. Oh, super sticker from Patrick. Appreciate you, Patrick. You see, old man got to raise up to see it. I should have put my glasses on. We out on that one. So it ain't but 2. So 1 from Patrick and then 1 from B, I think. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. And we out.
Peace.